Hello there. Welcome to our sprint review for the Deccan website redesign project. I am Bikku, and with me are my team members Dan and Akash. Today we will be presenting our sprint planning, achievements, and lessons learned from our first sprint running from week 4 to week 6. Let me start by introducing our sprint 1 backlog. Our team has successfully completed three major stories and made significant progress on our planning of security-based user story. As you can see on our Trello board, we have user story 1 homepage access completed, user story 2 unit details completed, unit 3 unit content user stories completed. All completed user stories have been moved to our done column as of August 25th.
I am Akash. Now I will walk you through our project logistics and the tools we have implemented for effective collaborations. So the first tool we have used and this is our MS Teams. So now we'll go through our MS Teams, how we have to communicate with each other and how we have done our tasks. So, so we have used Trello services as our primary project management tool where we track our backlogs, work in progress and completed tasks. So this visual board helps us maintain transparency and accountability. We have created different checklists in user stories where we can do check after that we have done each task. And the main one is the GitHub, which manages our code repositories and version control.
Thank you, Kash. Now let me introduce our user stories and the specific tasks we've extracted from each. Our first user story is the homepage access. We've got two tasks: to add the header with the Deakin logo and update the header's color. Both of these tasks are worth only 2 user story points. Next, we have our unit details, 4 story points in total. The unit details user story consists of creating a table, populating the table with unit details, and adding scheduled learning details to each. Next, we also have our unit content story, also consisting of 4 points. Our first task was to add content regarding unit learning outcomes, add a link to the enrollment page and fee page, and add our hurdle requirements for the unit. Finally, our only user story that is left incomplete is security and privacy. We have 2 items in this checklist: to review access permissions and review the document privacy. This will ensure only approved users can upload and manage documents, and only manage and upload documents of specific file types to make sure that nothing corruptive is uploaded and shared on the website. Our story point system is based on complexity and time estimation. 1 point is allocated for simple tasks requiring 1 to 2 hours, such as simple UI components. 2 points are allocated to moderate tasks requiring a little bit more time, such as database integration should we need it, and 3 points for complex tasks requiring up to 8 hours, such as authentication systems. Our distributions for Sprint 1 were 4 story points for the homepage access, as mentioned, 4 story points for the front-end table implementation of the unit details in user story 2, and 4 points for unit content user story 3. Our Sprint 2 planning was just as balanced, with 2 story points for access permissions, 2 story points for document privacy, and 2 story points for front-end accessibility improvements. This balanced distribution ensures equitable workload across all team members while leveraging each of our special roles.
So our sprint planning process involves collaborative sessions. I can like I have earlier shown how we have done the MS Teams work. So we have prioritized our user stories based on client requirements and project dependencies. And moreover, I have assigned the task of front-end development and then the UI UX designer and the Biko is our team leader. So we have established sprint goals with clear deliveries and deadlines. So in the user stories, each one has their own task and own checklist.
During Sprint 1, we encountered several challenges and learned valuable lessons. What worked well for us was Trello's visual workflow, improved tasks transparency and progress tracking. Clear story points definition helped with workload distributions, and Team goal specialization like UI, front-end, and back-end worked effectively. We faced some challenges such as scheduling conflicts, like different availability of and timing across team members made coordination very difficult. Then we also had problems with GitHub workflow issue. Understanding pull requests and merge conflicts was challenging. We actually had to restart the project from scratch due to version control problems. First time experience with collaborative development tools and time management with concurrent academic commitments was really challenging. My advice for the other teams would be to establish clear meeting schedules early and use shared calendars. Spend time learning GitHub workflows before starting development. Practice pull, request, and merge on the test repositories first. Have regular check-ins to catch integration issues early, and don't be afraid to restart if version control gets messy.
In regards to privacy, accessibility, and security considerations, our team has prioritized all these throughout our planning. We've implemented GDPR compliant data handling practices, user consent mechanisms for data collection, and clear privacy policy integration in the future. We have met WCAG AA compliance standards, screen reader compatibility, keyboard navigation support, and high contrast design options for those who may be visually impaired. Additionally, we wish to implement multi-factor user authentication, data encryption, regular security vulnerability assessments, and secure API endpoints with proper authorization. These considerations are embedded in our user stories, and we will continue to use these to guide our development process in the future.
To summarize, Sprint 1 has been successful with 75% of our planned user stories completed. We have established robust project management processes, completed critical homepage and content features, and made progress on our security implementations. The sprint to focus for us would be complete user story 4, which is security implementation, begin advanced feature based on user feedback, and continue iterative improvement based on sprint 1 lessons. Thank you for your attention.